Okay, guys, what is up? Welcome back to another stream, and also, I guess, another YouTube video. Hello, YouTube. So I've been meaning to make this tier list for a little bit. It's a little inside joke between me and my friends. Um, oh, there's my league accounts. We have a good old tier list maker. I know you guys at YouTube love tier lists. Most of you just, you guys you like this kind of content, I imagine, right? So this is the official BOILWATER tier list. BOILWATER meaning the champion requires little to no skill in playing. In terms of my own opinion, it is only my opinion, and it doesn't actually have any relevance to the game. Currently, it's patch 13.24. This is basically the Hui patch, or like the patch where I don't know if he got buffed or whatever, but it's after Christmas. It's 2024 basically. So if you're watching this in the future and there's some champions that are not here, maybe I'll make a new tier list if you guys want later champions. Maybe this video is, whatever. A little bit of things to understand. BOILWATER is probably going to be the biggest bracket, right? Dishwasher is like, someone who can actually just wash dishes. BOILWATER is literally someone who can just switch on a kettle or turn on a stove. I would say not even a stove, just like a kettle. Then you got all the different chefs. So you got like, the pastry chef is like mediocre, mid-tier. There's no offense to anyone that's actually a pastry chef. I'm pretty sure it's a hard job. And then you got like Gordon Ramsay level at the bottom, okay? Head chef, sous chef, etc. Okay, so in order, I will just go from A to Z in terms of champions. So Zyra being last, Zoe, etc., and Aatrox and Ahri being first, etc. Okay. Again, keep in mind this is my own opinion. If you feel that you need to tell me a nasty message about how actually you think Briar is a very difficult champion and you love her feats and you're biased towards me for that, or you think I'm just a stinky poo-poo head because I didn't put Briar in the Gordon Ramsay level of difficulty, then yeah, that's fine. And you can tell me that. I think it's all fun and games in the end. So I look forward to your comments. If you don't like where I put some champions, feel free to just tell me where you would put them. But yeah, all right, let's get straight into it then. So without further ado, let me just get ready here. So firstly, Aatrox. Aatrox is basically Riven 2.0, but he should have never been Riven 2.0. He's a cool champion. I would actually put him in sous chef. No, he's not more difficult than some champions that I don't want to spoil right now, but he's not as difficult as some of the really hard champions, but I definitely think he's one of the harder champions. If it's head chef or sous chef, I'm not too sure. So Aatrox mains, I know there's a lot of you out there. Yeah. Ahri, I would put her in pastry chef because she's just pastry. She's literally a pastry chef in real life. She looks like a pastry. She's a snack. We love Ahri. She's not too hard. She kind of fits in all roles, but she's so versatile. Yeah. I mean, like she can basically be. Also, my kid is here as well, so she's like a little 3-year-old. So if you see her in the background and stuff, she's. Yeah. Right. Ahri's just middle of the ground. Ahri's like pretty much the perfect middle of the ground, how difficult a champion can. And, she's very easy. She's also hard at the same time. Like, you can't actually just... There's a high skill ceiling for her. Next champion, Akali. Pretty hard. I would put her actually... let's see. I would put her harder than Aatrox. I don't know how we should put her. I guess further down the list. I would put her harder than... maybe even here. She is very easy to kind of like just poke and run up with, but she does have energy she needs to manage, unlike mana, which is arguably, we can argue if it's easier or harder. I would put her in the sous chef category. She's straight up the sous chef. Akshan, I want to just put him in BOILWATER because he's actually just annoying, but I won't be biased. I would actually put him in pastry chef level. He's also a little pastry chef. Alistar goes in the dishwasher category. He's the first dishwasher. He's, his combo is pretty hard. Once you know it, that's all he is, right? He's just 1-2 1-2 punch. You know, that's all he is. He's just that combo. Is just you just play Alistar, and that's just the champion he is. You know, you just fucking do the combo. You go in, you knock him up, you headbutt knock him up, and then you know you die because you don't know how to play Alistar properly. You know, or whatever. And that's just the way it is, right? Like I mean, we can argue he's more difficult than something like Ashe or whatever, but. Maybe he's executive chef. Maybe this is like a really nice word. Maybe we should change this to something else. Dishwasher. Let's scramble egg. Let's put him as scrambled egg. All right, let's put him as scrambled egg. Executive chef sounds like a really nice thing. We put him as scrambled egg. People who only know how to make scrambled egg. That's like their only meal. Scrambled egg plus cereal. Like they invite you over. It's like, what do you want to eat for lunch? It's like, I can make scrambled egg and cereal. Okay, that's this category. Okay, right. Let's see. Next one is Amumu straight in the dishwasher category. I mean, like, how hard is it? His skill shots. They gave him 2 Qs. He has 2 Qs. It's like he's twice as easy to hit. He's twice as easy to play. You build tank. You build AP. You don't fucking care because you're just gonna land Q and press R when there's like 2 people or more around you. Okay, that's pretty much it. There's just 2-button champion. Like there's nothing more to it. You know, you put on the fucking you put on the Teir thing and then he just starts crying. Okay, jump here. Hey. You see, most YouTubers have like cats and stuff. I have like this little girl who's just in my house. All right. Anyways, Anivia. I would put her on par with Aatrox. Actually, I put her on par with Aatrox. Yep. She's difficult. Head chef and like Gordon Ramsay level of chef level brain. Like I'll put like anything. Like, if Faker makes anything look like hard champions look easy, it would be like Gordon Ramsay. Like, Faker can just pick it up, right? Head chef is like challenger. People can pick it up, right? All right. Next level, Annie. Slightly easier than pastry chef. You know, she's closer to boil water, if anything. Yeah. I have nothing else to say about Annie. I mean, you get your passive and you just stun people, right? That's pretty much it. Aphelios. Aphelios. Okay, this one is a very interesting one. Because he should be here, right? He should be here, right? Everyone in the comment section is gonna tell me, yeah, bro, why didn't you put him in the Gordon Ramsay? I don't think he's that hard. If anything, he's just an auto-attack champion and you just have to know what his guns do. And, like, know when the next gun is or what the next gun is. That's pretty much it. There's nothing more to it. And they come in the same order. There's no, like... There's no trigonometry. There's no fucking the moon and the stars need to align. You know which gun comes by when you use them, okay? You can keep one gun up the whole fucking game. You can always have Chakram up or whatever, or the sniper one, whatever, Calibrum. He's not that hard. I would put him in pastry. I would put him, or maybe like very low sous chef, like easier than Anivia in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, sous chef is not bad. Like this is pretty good ranking, right? Like if you consider boil water, there's no boil waters yet, right? Ashe, you're going in the. See, I'm biased. I can put her here just because I'm biased, but because she is like the beginner AD carry, I'm gonna put her here, right? She's a dishwasher, like. She's basically you put the dishes. She knows how to wash dishes, right? That's basically what she is, right? like I don't know. A kid could play her, right? Soul is like grind to late game, and then he's basically like Nasus, right? Where you just play safe. You just play safe and then you win. I would put him in the scramble egg personally. Azir. Bold and big? Yeah, sure. Alright. 1 sec. Alright. Boil water. There. Okay. Emphasis. Right. Azir. Right. You want me to make it bigger? Like, I can kind of like zoom in more if you want. Maybe better like this. Is this better? Alright, so boil water. Let's see here. Good. Alright. I would put Azir in the head chef. He is like safe. The thing is, he is more harder than these champions, right? He's way more harder than these champions. And he isn't too hard because you can be safe with him. All right, dinosaurs are big. The dinosaurs. Yes, go, tita, tita. Yeah, go. Yeah. All right. The next one is Bard. I would actually put Bard next to Azir. I would put Bard next to Azir. Bard is actually difficult. Bard is actually is he head chef difficult? Like, how often do you see a good Bard? Like, if you see a really good Bard, you probably, like, most of you probably never seen a good Bard before. Like, there's that one dude who only likes Bard, who only plays Bard, and he plays him so fucking good, but you'll never see him because he's just way above your elo. So I'm putting him in here. Bel'Veth, obviously, you know, it takes lots of skill to play Bel'Veth. She's obviously going in the Gordon Ramsay tier because, you know, I have no bias at all towards this champion. No, actually, jokes aside, I would probably put in the pastry. She's middle of the pack. She's probably even scrambled egg at this point. Yeah, she's probably scrambled egg champion. She's, you know, she is what it is. Blitzcrank, scrambled egg as well. You're going into scrambled egg. Fuck her. Fuck him. Alright, next one. Brand. Brand should just not be allowed to do this much damage. Brand is just, you know what? Honestly, Brand is going into BOILWATER. Actually, fuck Brand. Fuck Brand. Actually, the amount of damage he does for the little bit of IQ, Brand is the first fucking... He's not the most biggest BOILWATER. He's not the BOILWATER champion. We'll get to that champion soon. Who actually... there is a champion that I... There's a champion that I basically thought about when I thought about this tier list. Is like, which champion fits the BOILWATER title? Who is the BOILWATER god? And you guys will be surprised. But, yeah. Brown is being the first one, though. He gets the title of first BOILWATER. Rest in peace, all Brown mains. I know you guys are probably mad because it's funny because he's like on fire, but like, you know, he's like boiling water. And Brown players, their blood are probably boiling right now because they're upset that I put their champion in here. Brom, everyone loves a Brom. Brom is a great champion. He's like one of those champions you just want to like husbando. You know, you just want to maybe make a smash or pass tier list. If you guys want me to make a smash or pass tier list, or like where would I put them in the tier list, I can make one of those. I know some of you guys are horny as fuck. Yes, Dumpy's dinosaurs. Yes. All right. All right, Brom. I honestly think Brom is pastry chef. He's not super hard. Like he could be this hard mechanically. But he is really straightforward, like, at least in my opinion. This is just, you know, my own opinion. All right, Briar, obviously hardest champion in the game. Let's move on. Caitlyn, because she's safe, I'm going to put it next to Ash. She's also kind of straightforward. On a serious note, on Briar, I would put her in the scramble egg category. She pretty much plays herself. She could be BOILWATER, you know? But then you also have to know how to control her. And, like, the first week of playing her is very awkward. Except for me, because, you know, I'm such a big brain IQ giga chad that I don't need, you know, like, I was already saying she was busted before everyone else started playing her, you know. I mean, you know, the one game I got to play her a day because she got permabanned because of 38% win rate or whatever. I would probably put her in the scramble egg category. There's a lot of scramble eggs. All right, let's see. Camille. Camille is dishwasher. Jump on them. Always win trades. Always trade with your passive. Press R. They stand still and you beat them. Hard. Okay. Cassiopeia. Oh, okay. Cassiopeia. All right. So, with Cassiopeia, I would actually... I already know where I'm going to put her. She is actually the first Gordon Ramsay champion. You might disagree with me. You might say I'm retarded. And you might be right. But Cassiopeia, literally, the amount of shit you can do in Cassiopeia, the amount of A-clicking, spell weaving, positioning. She's a mage and an ADC combined into one symbiotic, no-legged being. You know? And also Snussy, you know, because, you know, we gotta have Snussy, right? Like who's gonna say no to Snussy, right? Cho'Gath, dishwasher, because, you know, fuck him. Corki. There's no Corki mains anymore, so, you know, we just throw him in the dishwasher as well. Fuck him. Darius, second BOILWATER champion. Darius is not hard at all in any way, shape, or form. You walk up to them, you E them, you W them, you spin on them, you win. Okay, you just run to them, you trade them, you just right-click them. You're basically an AD carry with dots of brand, damage of brand, and the mental capacity of a fucking hedgehog. Okay, like this dude is just like, you just pick this and you win top lane. You just know how. You just need to know how to macro. You just macro and you win. You macro, you win. Oh, I'm level 1. I'm strong at level 1. Okay, I'm weaker level 2. I play safe. Oh, level 3, I'm good again. Boom. Boil water. Fuck him. Diana, I'm torn between scramble egg. No, she's definitely not scramble egg. She's definitely. The thing is with Diana, there's some combos that you can do. And I do respect Diana mains, but she's going in the dishwasher. Mundo is dishwasher as well. He does have some kind of mechanics. I think old Mundo was a bit easier. New Mundo's kind of like, he does have a little bit of mechanics, which I think is good because, right, actually when they do reworks, they want the champion to be a bit more different. Let's go. Draven. Draven is actually pretty difficult. I would say he's very easy to punish as well, and I would put him in the sous chef category. I think a lot of ADCs are going to go in here if they're not super easy. Echo, boil water. We don't even need to talk about this. Like, okay, let's talk about this a little bit. Okay, with Echo, the problem with Echo is that his R, he can build tank, he can build assassin, he can build something in between. He's just good. He's just good. Like, you build him, he does damage. You know? Echo is a boil water, bro. Echo is definitely boil water. You telling me you have a champion where you press R and you just live? You just press R and you just back in the fucking... Bro, this dude is the Yon 0.1, bro. This is Yon's E on an ultimate that nukes you. No, there's no skills. There's just throw out fucking Qs until something hits and then you just go in. There's no skill with that. The only thing that's kind of skilled is his stun. And not even that is skilled. No, he's boil water. My list, boil water. Elise, I'll put in head and sous chef. She's not head chef difficulty. I think for some people she could be head chef. You know, they're you know, maybe I don't know if any Elise mains exist anymore, but there's a few of them. I used to be Elise main. I think she's great. I'm biased, obviously. She's a bit difficult. I think all the champions that I like, except for like these two, and these here, I don't really play them. Or these here. But yeah, Evelyn, she's a pastry. You know, once you get the ropes, she's pretty simple. She might even fall into the scramble egg category. All she is really is just spam Q. You land Q, you spam Q. You have to understand macro a bit more, I guess. She's literally just macro. Yeah, I would put her here. Is she harder than Braum? Yeah, she's harder than Braum. She's probably harder than all these. Yeah, she's harder than all of these for sure. Where would I put them? Like, if you want me to drag them in the thing, like Mundo is way more dishwasher than most of these. Mundo's like more dishwasher. Cho'Gath is more dishwasher than Thingy. It's something like this. Echo's like at the bottom of boil water, right? Like he's almost dishwasher, but because of his R, he's just boil water. Ezreal goes into Gordon Ramsay category. He's just a really difficult champion. He is actually difficult. He is the best AD carry, without a doubt, without any arguments. He's not even an AD carry, which is funny because he's like a mage, but yeah, he's just, I mean, the best AD carry in the world, I think, plays Ezreal as a main, right? So that says a lot. Is he everyone's favorite AD carry? No. Can people fuck up on him? Yeah. Do people in low elo shouldn't be playing him? People still play him in low elo? Apparently in NA, all the NA Ezreals, this is not my words, by the way, this is what an NA friend told me. All the NA Ezreals suck ass if they're below platinum or whatever. So, you know, I'm not going to give you guys his in-game name, but it rhymes with Silver Drost Friar. I'm just going to say that. Or it rhymes with Bilver Brost Friar. Alright? Let's see. Who do we have here? Fiddlesticks. He's pretty difficult, actually. He's easy to play. Press R, go burr, you win. But clearing and understanding clearing, he's almost head chef. Like, he's high up on this list, almost making head chef. So I would put him here. He's like in the perfect in between of these two. I'll put him there. Next one, Fiora. She's, oh brother. All right. Fiora. Fiora is this. She's made to counter certain champions. She was literally built to counter tanky bruisers and tanks. She basically ended up countering every single fucking champion in the game, and her fucking counterattack is just insane. She's literally insane. She's just built diff. But that doesn't make her a boil water champion. It just makes her a fucking pastry chef champion. Like, she's just middle of the pack. She's not super difficult. Fizz, dishwasher, he belongs in the fucking dishwasher. Take him out the ocean, put him in the dishwasher. There's no fucking, like, bro, like, if you can jump every, like, 4 seconds and just avoid life, avoid your problems, avoid bro, Fizz can jump over fucking so much shit, bro. Fizz can jump over Ezreal ultis, Ashe ultis, turrets, fucking, what can this man not jump out of, bro? Can he even jump out of Ignite? Like, doesn't he, like, shit, he shouldn't even be able to jump out of, he just jumps out of. Zed ulti, jump out of that. Fucking, Kayn ulti, jump out of that. Like, what do you, like, he's gonna jump out of death, he's gonna jump out of fucking child support, he's gonna jump out of fucking STDs, he's gonna, like, what? This dude just jumps out of fucking everything. He's gonna jump into this dishwasher rank, bro. Fuck him. You come with W Ignites on with her? I find that takes skill. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, with Fiora? Yeah, for sure. Fiora, yeah, 100%. Galio, he's not too hard. You know, he's middle of the pack. You know, you can almost say he's scramble leg. You know, you throw out the Qs, jump in combo. Sure. Gangplank going in the Gordon Ramsay. I'm sorry, if you think Gangplank is easy, he's probably the hardest of these three. Maybe you can debate with Fiora, you know? These are fucking... Gangplank is the kind of champion, right? let me tell you what Gangplank is. Gangplank is a kind of champion where you can play him for 10 years straight and be mediocre at him. You know? Like, the best Gangplank in the world, Solar Baka, he himself, you could misquote me, I might be misquoting him here, but Solar Baka said he plays him, he says he's the best GP in the world, and he plays him around like 85% efficiency. He's not even playing him at like 90% efficiency or 95%. He's playing him at 85. He himself said, oh, and there's ghost barrels. There's barrel this, barrel that, fucking phantom barrel. There's fucking, there's triple barrel. You know, there's fucking over the wall, steal a barrel, nash a barrel. You know, there's fucking barrel this, barrel that, you know, whatever. All right, next champion. Oh boy. There's a lot of champions I have to go, right? Like, oh, brother. All right, so the champion that started the boil water fucking tier list. The king of boil water. Currently. Maybe we'll see how I feel. Currently, king of boil water. Garen motherfucking Garen. Nisa's main coaching character. The fucking boil water champion where you just need to know how to fucking meta. How to macro. And you just defy the meta because you're just able to out macro people who are inferior to you. You don't pick this champion because you want to have fun. You pick this champion because you don't care. You just give justice. You serve justice on a plate, and you serve them with boiled water because that's all it takes. Garen is the defining factor of a boiled water champion. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to fucking you fucking don't even know how to put on a kettle. This champion is literally, like, the amount of brain cells it takes to fucking play this champion is negative. You need fucking negative brain cells to play this champion. Your fucking jellyfish can fucking play this champion. And no offense to Garen mains, but that's what the champion is. It's just I'm sorry, but he's just boiled water. I put Darius next to him because they look good together. What's crazy, goes in and gets away with 2 HP. Yep, and then he just starts healing because, you know, the fucking Garen players don't know how to back, so they have to fucking put in the fountain in as a passive so he can stay in lane and just boil water his way into fucking gold elo. Or in platinum elo for some reason. And master and other lanes. Excuse me. R3ar, shoe chef. I mean, like, he's hard to play. He's not really meta. He's kind of hard to play, and he's not meta at the same time, which makes him even harder to play. So, yeah. Gragas, I mean, this dude belongs in the fucking kitchen, but I'll give him a pastry chef. He's not that hard. Graves, boil water. We can go into Graves a little bit. So why Graves is getting a boiled waters is this, right? And I'm going to get a flag for this, especially from chat, right? I know you guys are going to fucking flame me, but Graves is literally just auto attack. You don't need to know how to kite. You don't need to know how to play the game. You just run around, you fucking right-click fucking things, you kill them. The combo for Graves is auto, E, auto, they dead. That's it. Like, You fucking miss R, you hit someone else, and the splash damage off of R kills people. You don't need to know how to jungle. You don't need to know how to lane. You just build tank. You just build lifesteal. You just fucking survive. You don't need to know how to kite. You just fucking just right click them, bro. Easy. Boom. Is he more? Yeah, he's more BOILWATER than. Yeah, he's more BOILWATER than Darius as well, actually. All right. Graves on nerve. No more great. Yeah, thank fuck. Gwen. She is. She's pastry chef. She's pastry. She's mid. You know, she's cute, but you know, she's like one of those champions that E boys like maining because she's a cute E girl. All right, Ekrem. Ekrem is pretty pastry as well. Pastry chef. You know, he looks like he belongs in a fucking glue museum. I mean, he's pretty straightforward, right? AoE jungler, can jungle really quickly. His ganks are pretty optimal. I would put them both next to each other. I would put Hecarim. He's more harder than all of these. I'll put him up. I'll put him above. I'll put him behind Ari. Somewhere there is fine. She's easier. Actually, Gragas is easier. Yeah, it's like that. Heimerdinger. BOILWATER, bro. Like, I don't know what to say. He's not efficient. He doesn't climb hard. He's a BOILWATER champion. He's just straight up. Just put turrets down and you just stand there and you just push. Same thing with Malzahar. They're just the same champion. They just literally, you just take, copy, paste, and you just, oh, one has turrets, one has dots. Okay, boom. Dantes will disagree on that. You think, I mean, Dantes can disagree. That's fine. I respect Dantes. But this is my tier list, so, you know, he should be higher. Heck should be higher. What, like more difficult? You think Dantes is going to think Hecarim is really hard? You think Dantes thinks Hecarim is above average in difficulty? I don't think so. I think Dantes probably knows that he's not that hard. Takes skill to what? All these champions take skill. It's just how much skill you are we talking about, you know? All right. Anyways, Hui, next character. Hui, boom, just straight up. I mean, I don't think he's as hard as Gangplank. I don't even think he's as hard as any of these two. He's definitely the lowest on the tier list, but he's still pretty difficult. The amount of stuff you can do, he's also like Aphelios. He has a kind of like 200 years of matchmaking thing. But he's definitely more difficult than these two here. And he's not as difficult as Ezreal. So I'm putting him here for now. Elawe, BOILWATER, just, I mean, land E, slap them a bit, stay in lane. You're just basically a bully in lane. Aurelia is probably one of the most flashy champions in the game. But it's not that difficult. I mean, I would put her in sous chef. She is like almost pastry chef. She is definitely easier than all of these champions here. Actually, I think Draven is as easy as her. I think Aphelios. I think Anivia as well. Probably closer to her. These three are more harder than every... yeah, I would say so. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's fine. Ivern, mid, you know, there's some tricks you can do once you know them. It's pretty funny, but yeah. Actually, he probably is Crab Leg. Yeah, he's Crab Leg. I would actually put Sona. She should be in sous chef, but she's more than mid, right? Like, she's way more than mid. Like, she's probably more difficult than most of these. I'll put him next to Hecarim. Because you actually can do a lot of shit with Janna. Jarvan is also BOILWATER. Fucking EQ combo. Like, come on, really? EQ, press R, go burr. You lock them in. You're Jarvan, you're helping. Easy champion. You just pick this champion if you just want to, like, if you just know how to meta. If you know how to, I keep saying meta. If you know how to macro, you just macro your way through jungle by playing Jarvan. And that's all. If you're a good jungler, you can play Jarvan and you can just macro it. Jax, same shits. Jax just, you know, you don't want to jungle with Jax. I think Jax is very exploitable as a jungler, but as a top laner and as a difficulty in champion, as in how difficult a champion can get, Jax really isn't that difficult. You know, there's some cancels and there's some attack A-clicking you can do and stuff. Once you know how to do that, it's pretty BOILWATER. Like, just jump on their face, press E, you know, or press E, jump on their face, stun them, whatever. Like, it's not much more than that. Graves is sous chef. He is probably more difficult than some of these. I'll put him next to Elise. He looks good next to Elise. Jhin, Also kind of difficult. Not more difficult than these. Thing is, if you fall behind on Jin, you're kind of shit. But yeah, Jace, yeah, Jace is here. I said Graves. I meant Jace. Jinx, she's also kind of newbie. She's pastry. She's she's pasty. I put her in the mid tier. She's really average. I mean, she could be scramble egg as well, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. Kai'Sa. I think Kai'Sa could be difficult, but I'm gonna put in the pastry because yeah. Kalista is head chef. 100%. Kalista is probably even harder than Azir. Kalista, you need to know how to play her. You need to know how to mechanically. She just works differently than every other champion because of her mechanic where she can jump. That alone puts you in a higher tier category than anything else, just by default. You can actually argue that she should be in Gordon Ramsay level, so I'm gonna put her there. But I do feel like, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, this seems more appropriate. No, actually, yeah, this seems more appropriate. Karma, she's pretty simple. She's not too hard, but she's also kind of forgiving. If you're forgiving, you kind of like lose points. I'll put in the easier. She's easier than most champions. Is she dishwasher easy? I don't think so. I'll put in the scramble egg category. Karthus, press R, Argo Burr. Karthus actually is kind of hard to jungle with. I mean, you just play safe, but you can get bullied, you can get griefed. There's some level of like difficulty inside of playing Karthus in jungle and in lane. He is a lane bully, and actually, if you play him as ADC, it's pretty good if you know how to play it and if you enjoy it. But yeah, Kassadin is pretty hard. You can get abused really easily, but that doesn't take away the fact that he's actually really busted. I think, however, actually climbing with him and becoming a god, once you one trick him, is pretty easy. Once you know the matchups, but till then it's a fucking like beating your head against a wall. Katarina, she's pretty difficult, but she's not more difficult than Kassadin. Kassadin is not more difficult than any of these, I think. Yeah, I would say Kassadin's easier. Katarina is easier than him. Kale, same thing here, pretty easy, but I would say she's pastry chef. She's just mid. She's middle of the pack. She, like there's some matchups you have to learn, I guess. Maybe I'm giving enough credit to Kale. I do love Kale. I actually think Kale is I think Kale, lore-wise, visually, I don't like her wings that much. But Kale overall, I think it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's see. Kayn. Kayn, pretty decent. You can do a lot with Kayn. I will put him above Ahri, like on par with Ahri, actually. Like these two are interchangeable. The thing with Kayn is that he has two forms, and you can actually climb and get really far ahead with Kayn if you know how to play him. But overall, he's pretty simple. Actually, I would put him further on this list. I would put him. Yeah, I'll put him here, actually. These are all really interchangeable. I would hear any argument for any of these champions, and I would move them up or down this list. Just keep in mind that they're almost the same tier. When they're in the same tier, they're almost the same tier. They're almost the same difficulty, right? That's why they're in different tiers. Kennen, I don't know if anyone plays Kennen anymore. Like he's okay, I guess. Do they play him in like Korea or something? He's not too hard. He's basically your generic AD carry mage top lane that is out of meta. You do the shishi? Yes. I'll put Kennen in pastry chef. Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is he's an assassin, so he kind of has to be in pastry chef. Like he's an actually difficult champion, but he is really busted, and you can't actually just abuse the fact that he's so busted. I would put him very high up, probably higher than Elise. Actually, I'll put him low sous chef. I think Kha'Zix. Same thing with Kindred. Kindred is also one of those champions you kind of have to main. I would actually put her above Elise, actually. Kindred is really hard to play. Alright, one sec. Intermission here. Go.
battery low.
All right. Sorry about that. I had to just put my kid on the toilet. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's go down this list. So what else we have? We have Kled next. Kled is basically like you can trade, you can run it down, and you can still win. But he's also like you have to understand matchups as well. I think. I would put him in the pastry chef. Like he's just mid. You know, he's not too easy. I could put him in the scramble egg as well, but Kog'Maw, he's a bit difficult. He's unforgiving, but he's not so unforgiving where it's like he's more harder to play than Evelyn, I would say. I do like Kog'Maw. I think he's a cool concept. I wish they did more with his lore and like maybe a visual update on him. But yeah, we'll talk about that later, or in another video maybe. Champions that need a visual update. Cassante, I would put him in pastry chef above Kog'Maw. He's a bit hard. You can do a lot with him. He does have this like lose health kind of thing for damage. I think that alone makes him very difficult. But I'm sure if you one trick him, you know, he probably can fall in this category somewhere here. But for now, I think I'll put him in pastry. Top of pastry chef next to Kog'Maw. LeBlanc. I mean, you can't really CS. You just throw your body at the CS. You wave clear with W, and then you just get them low and then blow them up, right? LeBlanc back in the day, I think she's given a lot of people a lot of trauma. Lee Sin, he's definitely up here. Where he is head chef or Gordon Ramsay. I think you have to be like a god to actually play him. Actually, I'm gonna put Kalista down here. I think I'm feel more comfortable putting her above. Actually, I put her above Hui as well. Maybe that's my own personal thing that I just think she's hard, but she's actually not that hard. But I do think. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it there. Lee Sin, you could do too much with this champion to not put in any of these two categories. The movements, the fact that you fall off really hard if you're not ahead, the fact that you have such carry potential, etc. I'm giving him, you know, the Gordon Ramsay stamp of approval. You know, if Gordon actually played this game, he would say this is a, you know, delicious piece of work. Leona, sadly, she's very easy. She's actually almost boil water easy. I would put her next to Ashe where she belongs. She's not boil water fully. She should be, but you know, there are some complex combos that you can actually do with Leona. You know, quote unquote complex. Kind of like Alistar, you know, in the same sense. Lilia, she, I just want to put in the boil water because, you know, fuck her. I hate this champion. I like fawns. I like the fucking, like, you know, like the World of Warcraft kind of like druid kind of vibe. But she's like, she's just like this, she's just this Irish prick, man. She just sneezes and fucking sounds like a fucking dumbass, man. I just hate her. I'm putting her in the dishwasher. That's where she belongs. Fuck her. Lissandra, as much as I like this champion, she's going at the top, almost at the dishwasher. She's going right next to her sister, Ashe. I think Lissandra is not too difficult. You can do some really cool combos. But is she easy? Like, is she... Like, Belveth is technically easier than her? Maybe there's bias? I don't know. I would say she's easy. She's harder than Ashe. So I would put her here. Actually, I would put Ashe much further down. I'd probably put Ashe like... here. Actually, I'll put LeBlanc in the scrambled egg. She's going in the scrambled egg. Alright, let's see. Lucian, high on this list. I put her next to Hecarim. Behind Ahri. Or maybe in front of Ahri. He's a bit more difficult than Ahri, I think. You can actually like fuck up with Lucian and do really insane things with Lucian at the same time. He's like really early game. He's a bully. Sorry. Lulu. Alright, let's see. Where do we put Lulu? Lulu is actually very hard. I would put her next to Kog'Maw, actually. Like, they're equally as difficult. I would say Lulu is probably one of the hardest supports. Actually, I would put Lulu in sous chef. I wouldn't put her high up, though. I would put her, like, below Kha'Zix, for sure. I'll put Aurelia below Kha'Zix as well, to be honest. Or, yeah. I'll put Katarina below them. And Cassidy. Jin as well. Put them there. Yeah. Let's see. Lux. Lux is also a dishwasher. I'm sorry to say it. Lux is super dishwasher. You can do a lot of stuff with Lux. You can't combo with Lux, but let's be real. She's safe. You can pretty much farm completely safe without ever really being threatened. Alright. Malphites. Malphites is boil water by proxy. He gets a boil water by proxy, right? But he's actually not really boil water, because the thing with the boil water category is that they're really face roll, and he is very face roll, right? But the problem is he doesn't get full boil water rights, even though I'm putting him in the boil water category. It's because he does have hard matchups, and he has really good matchups, and he has really easy matchups, but he has some hard matchups as well. And I do think Malphite's just, you press R, you go burr, you win, right? So, boil water. Malzahar, I mean, do I have to say anything about this champion? Like, this dude is just hyper boil water. Like, he probably can take the cake of Garrett any day. Like these two can compete for king, I'll put him in. He gets second place. Garrett is still king of boil water. Maokai, I put him in pastry chef. He's probably as difficult as Hecarim. Yeah, he's more difficult than Janna. You can do a lot of stuff with him. Yi is obviously very hard. I would argue Yi is as hard as K'Sante. I would probably put Yi in a hard category. I know I'm gonna probably get memed on. I do think Yi is more like he's an average category, right? Like this is middle of the pack. But Yi doesn't get played in high elo or even in worlds, because he's actually very difficult. He's just a noob stomper. To actually play him competitively, he's probably really too hard to. It's not too hard. He just doesn't fit into the. He just doesn't fill that role where other champions can just perform better, that are easier and also more efficient. He's just really good at killing people who die, who are overextended, etc. Milio, I would put him in the. I would put him high up. I would put him actually above these two. Milio goes there. Miss Fortune is pretty scrambled. Like, she needs positioning. Maybe pastry chef, like a low pastry chef. Mordekaiser. I mean, this dude is a dishwasher. Let's be real. This dude is like top of the dishwasher. He's probably behind these. He's probably somewhere here. He's next to his buddy Mundo. Morgana. I know it's pronounced Morgana. Binding, and I mean that's it. That's our kits. You hit binding. I mean, there's one combo you do on Morgana. It's hit binding, run up to them, press black shield on yourself, drop the W, press R, and then they're dead, right? Like they're CC'd so long that you actually report them to riots, and then they get permabanned the next day because they've been flagged for AFK. That's pretty much what Morgana is. Nafiri, I hate to say it, she's supposed to be the easiest champion for assassin players to pick up. She's not the easiest here because of assassin class by proxy. Nafiri is definitely boil water. She goes in the boil water category straight up. She's straight up boil water. You can't get more boil water than her as an assassin. So she definitely falls into boil water category. If anything, she is as easy as Echo in terms of boil water, but Echo just is more busted because of his forgivingness. Whilst Nafiri is kind of, you have to commit to going all in. Which actually would make her harder. So that's why she's at the bottom of the list. Alright, let's see. Who else is in the boil water list? Let's see. We have Nami. She's pretty difficult. I would put her above average in difficulty. Probably next to Milio. Harder than Yi for sure, because of how squishy she is. Nasus. I really respect Nasus players, to be honest. I think they're cool. I would put him bottom of the sous chef just because of terrible matchups, but understanding how to play him. He's not that hard in actual complexity. Maybe he's like somewhere here. He's probably more difficult than K'Sante, or as difficult. Naughty Boy, let's just put him where he belongs, in the fucking boil water champion. This guy, I don't know, man. Like, he should be somewhere here. Like, he's next to Brand, bro. He's next to Echo as well. Just fucking his Q. Nautilus's Q. Alright. Nautilus's Q. This is the fucking worst part. Nautilus's Q is so fucking strong. It's like you aim in the general direction and you land the hook. Like the hook width is bugged. You can basically assume that if he's hooking you, it's in your general direction, and if it's in your general direction, it's gonna land. His hook is the size of a lane. There, that's all I have to say. His hook is the size of a lane. That's the one sentence. All right, let's go. Wait, did I do this bitch already? Oh wait, no, this is not. This is Nico. Right, she's the fucking chameleon. I think she's such a cool character, cool concept. She's pastry for me, pastry chef. She's not super hard. She's not super easy. She's more easy than you probably can do some mind games and shit. She's kind of busted, like low key busted. Nidalee, I don't know what to say, but probably harder than these. Definitely harder than these right here. Like here is where the list gets kind of interesting. Here is like these are actually hard champions. Like these here, like these like up here, and then these four down here. Let's see. Nyla's kind of hard because of how the meta is and where she fits in. I would put her next to Cassandra maybe. Yeah. Nocturne is fucking boil water. I mean, do I have to say anything else? Darkness, fucking press R. You just have to know how to gank, and I mean, there's not much more. Black shield, you think you're gonna get hit by something, you press it. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. Nunu, he's pretty difficult actually. I want to say he's more difficult than any of these here. He's more difficult than MF. We're next to like Kled. He's going there. Yeah. Let's see. Olaf, sim shits, just run at them. Press Q. He's not too hard. He's not sous chef. He's not close to sous chef. If anything, he is scramble egg level. You have to land the Q pretty much. You just run at them. He probably actually could go in scramble egg. Put him in scramble egg, yeah. He's like he's at the bottom of scramble egg. Or somewhere in the middle. Yeah, he's at the bottom. He's actually a bit more harder than Morgana, I think. Because you actually have to land multiple Qs to like keep the target slowed. Horiana, head chef. I mean, you can do so much with this champion. Faker likes her for a reason, I don't know what the reason is, but he likes her for a reason. I would put her below these here. So she's not as hard as any of these here. She's just at the bottom of head chef. She's literally like you have to be head chef to actually like play her properly. Horn, he's pretty difficult, but he's not too difficult. I would put him at the bottom of or somewhere in the middle, maybe. He's harder than Fiora, right? He's probably like action level difficulty. Pantheon, fuck me, man. Pantheon point and click. He could point and click himself into boil water, honestly. The one thing that makes Pantheon hard is that he has actually a really difficult skill shot to land. But it's not that difficult because he just throws it all the fucking time and he just kills people. Like the amount of times I see people get killed by Pantheon Qs is just insane. Poppy, she's in the middle somewhere. She's easier than she's probably easier than all these. Pyke is pretty difficult. I'll put him next to Kindred maybe in difficulty. Kiana is pretty difficult, but she's not too difficult. I'd put her above. I put above all of these. I put him next to Kha'Zix actually, because Assassin. Quinn, she's just middle of the pack. She's top lane bully. It's not much to say. There's no Quinn mains, so no one's gonna get in. No Quinn mains in this. No one in this watching this video is a Quinn main and is gonna be defending Quinn with their last breath. Okay, like let's just be real. Quinn mains just don't exist. Like I see a few of them, once every 100 games or so, 200 games maybe. Yeah, okay. So I think I saw one this year. Like actual Quinn main. Rakan. Rakan is harder than Milio and as hard as Lulu. Yeah, I put her as hard as Lulu. Ramos, okay. Go. You can go be okay in the dishwasher category because all you do is roll up on people. Like your fucking gangs are insane. I put you right next to Leona. Right where the fucking supporty characters are. Rek'Sai, pretty difficult. I would say at the bottom of sous chef maybe. She's pretty easy to a degree. Actually, I'd put her next to Kayn. She's easier than Kayn. Or as difficult as Kayn. One second. All right. All right, my kid took her dump by herself in the toilets. I'm proud. Soon she'll be not needing Pampers, I hope. All right, let's continue with that. Rel. She's actually kind of difficult. I would put her next to maybe like Kog'Maw in difficulty. Yeah, somewhere like Hair Sign. Renata, I'll put at the bottom of this list because she's actually kind of difficult. Like you can actually, I know she's just press R and you know Argo Burr or whatever, and you know you could say she's a BOILWATER champion just because of her R, but because of she being squishy and she has so much in her passive and in her kit alone, she actually is pretty difficult. I'll put her at the. She's like Pike, but somewhere here. Maybe like here next to Draven. Renekton. Sorry, Renekton means I know there's a lot of you. Your champion is a dishwasher, man. She's a dishwasher. Rengar. He's actually pretty difficult. I put him at the bottom of Sushef. He's actually a difficult champion to play. Maybe it's my own bias, but he has Assassin Syndrome. I put him next to Kha'Zix, actually. They're pretty much in sync. I would say he's actually more difficult than Kha'Zix, but not much more. Riven. Same shit. She's pretty difficult. She's pretty easy in terms of forgivingness. Like, easy is not the right word. She's forgiving. But she's also not forgiving because you have to know the matchups as well. So if you meet a good top laner, they'll just body your Riven if you're just an average. Yes. Yes. Mentality no pe. So I'm speaking Swedish to my kid. Alright, let's put her somewhere here. Maybe yeah, put above all these. I'll put her somewhere here. I'll put next to Aatrox. Riven 2.0 next to Riven 0.1. The first iteration is more harder than the second. Rumble is pretty easy. Actually, Rumble is really fucking easy. I'll put him in the dishwasher. Sorry, Rumble Beans. He's dishwasher. He does too much damage for the amount of shit he does. This dude, Rise, is just at the bottom of here because no one should be playing him because he's just really weird. Samira is very easy, but she also doesn't really fit the meta in a sense where she can get kills, but just because she gets kills doesn't make her good. Hello. A bit Aki, dinosaurs of it. Yeah. Go. Go no bit, go. Yeah. I would put Samira somewhere here. Like, she's pretty easy. I put her next to Aura than Soul. She's, she can shoot on people very easily. She's that kind of champion. Where you just, you just constantly you just body people. Sejuani. Let's see. I'll put her. She's a dishwasher. She's actually probably like up here with Ramas. She's just like one of those easy champions. Actually, I'm gonna put all three sisters next to each other just because it looks good. They just all belong in the dishwasher category. They're all dishwashers pretty much, which sounds really sexist now that I say saying this. Senna is actually pretty difficult. I would say she's more difficult than these champions here. More difficult than Katarina. Probably more difficult than Jin. Where she gets... I would put her more difficult than Rengar as well, to be honest. Seraphim. Pastry Chef. Yeah, Pastry Chef is fine. Set is... I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. As much as I like Set and I think he's cool, Set is a BOILWATER champion. If anything, he's right next to Darius, sorry. He's just BOILWATER. He punches, water boils. Okay, that's just it. That's just the meme right there. Shaco, I hate this champion. like he should just be permabanned forever. Just so busted. He is big brain, but he's not that big brain. I'm gonna put him in a scramble egg at the top of scramble egg because you can do a lot with him. Actually, he's more hard than a generic champion. He goes at the top of the pastry chef because I just hate him, but I also have respect for chakra players, even though they're been in my existence. Shen, I mean, he's. I don't know if there's a theme here, but all the bruises are pretty much just pretty easy. Put Shen. Shen mains are gonna hate me, and I do apologize. Shen mains. Put him next to Sejuani. He's not actually full boil water. And I'll explain why, but basically he has an ultimate that he can track. He can make really big plays, and that alone is more than just even regular macro. Shyvana, she's pretty much average. I would put her in scramble egg because she's not that difficult. I mean, you go AP, you bombard people with ease. You just Dragon Form and bombard people, and then that's all your mechanic is. It's not much than that. It's just crack an egg in the pan and scramble it, And yeah, Singed. There's a special place for Singed players. Personally, I think Singed players are just fucking stinky poo poo head. I think they're all stinky poo poo heads. I would put her. I'll put them at the bottom of this tier list here. I think that's a good place to put them for now. Sion, same place, but in the tier list above. Spacey Chef Champion is not really too difficult. He could get abused, both like getting abused as in he loses and getting abused as he's abusing. Silent is not boil water. Silent is not boil water. The only thing that makes him boil water is because right now he's pretty strong. If he's not that strong, he's pretty hard to play. And he's not that easy to actually play. He's not going in boil water. Instant win. Instant wins. I mean, okay, look. We'll put boiled water. We'll put him in scrambled egg. We'll put him in dishwasher, right? But he's not close to boiled water. He's like at the bottom of dishwasher. He's like easier than these. He's way easier than these champions here. He's much easier than all. Sorry, he's much more difficult than these champions here. All of these champions, Sion is more difficult. He's probably more difficult than some of these here. He's like here. He's right there. He's right there. The bottom of dishwasher, okay? Who did we just replace? What did we just misplace? Severe. Severe is pretty basic. She's kind of, she's a hypercar. I like the rework that they did with her. I put her next to hair is fine. Next to Kennen. Damage and puts in lasers. Come on, man. He got meta and they had to change turrets. Bro, like, look. We can agree to disagree, but this is the list. This is the list. I'm making it. You wanted the list? Here's the list. Here's the list. I asked for the list. Here's the list. All right. Skarner, scramble egg, crack egg in the pan, scramble it. You get Skarner, right? Hopefully his rework is going to be different. Currently, Skarner's rework is not out. Sona, holy fuck. I want to throw this champion in the bin. I hate this fucking champion. I hate people who play this champion. I hate Sona mains. Actually, the thing is, I don't hate Sona mains because I know you guys like Hakuni Mitsu, and I know that you fucking like Sona for a different reason. She got big titties. She's Ezreal's girlfriend. You ship them, you like them, you fucking play the game since 2009. Like there's other reasons to like Sona, but she's a fucking boil water champion, bro. I'm sorry, but she's boil water. You have one skill shot. You have one skill shot. You don't need anything else than one skill shot. Sorry, but you're going in the boil water. Soraka, actually kind of difficult to play. I would put her I'll put her here. I would put her above these champions here, above all of these. I put her next to Pyke. Actually, I'll put her next to Aatrox, actually. Fuck it. I'll put her next to Aatrox. I think she's more harder than Pyke. Because of positioning. Swain, he likes eggs, right? He's going in the fucking boil water as well. Fuck him. Boil water not really. He's somewhere here. He's next to Caitlyn. Not too difficult, not too easy. Sylas, fuck, I just want to throw him in the boil water, but he's actually not boil water. You see, this is where my bias is not. This is where I'm not being biased. I genuinely think Sylas is actually difficult because he can literally steal everyone's ultimates, but he's not hard. He's too forgiving. He's too forgiving as a champion. Syndra. She's actually pretty difficult, but she's just slightly. Her stun combo is just so much bullshit. Her stun alone is just bullshit. So, I put her at the top of pastry chef maybe. She can mechanically be difficult though. Tom Kench, bottom of pastry chef because he just likes pastries, You are going at the bottom of this list, above these. I put him up, yeah, next to Jin maybe. Talon, bottom of top of this list actually. Talon is a pastry chef. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. Yeah, he's next to Syndra actually. Put him next to here. He can be very difficult. Tahm Kench is boil water. You think Tahm Kench is boil water? He could be a scrambled egg. I think like all these champions here are more harder than Tahm Kench. But I don't think any of these champions are easier than Tahm Kench. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Actually, Tahm Kench is fucking dishwasher, for sure. He's probably like Swain level difficult. Taric is pretty hard actually. I put him next to Rel. Teemo. Is like a go to hell up here? Hang on. Oh, he doesn't walk up like you and eat you. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much every chubby dude, right? When a chubby dude meets a girl, he just walks up to them, licks them, and then eats them. That's why girls don't like chubby dudes. They're scared of chubby. Girls are scared of chubby dudes, right? As a borderline chubby dude myself, I'm pretty big. I'm not really chubby, but yeah, I think women are afraid of chubby dudes because they'll just walk up to you like Tahm Kench does, hold their belly, just walk up, lick your fucking, I don't know, lick you in the no square, and then fucking they just swallow you whole. I literally think that's what women think when they say chubby dude. They just don't want to get eaten, you know. Right. That being said, I wouldn't mind getting eaten by a chubby chick. I'm gonna put Teemo in the dishwasher here. Like I want to put him in the boil water. But he's actually hard to play. And because he's so shit and he's so like, I don't know, he's so controversial as a champion. Like, I could easily put him in boil water, but I don't think he actually is a boil water champion. Thresh, pretty difficult. I'd put him next to I'd put him here, actually. I'd put him next to Nidalee. I think Thresh is really hard. Tristana, she's supposed to be easy. Let's move Tristana up. Tristana is stereotypical AD carry. I put her in the scramble egg because she could actually outplay people. She's harder than all of these. Yeah. She's harder than all of these. I put her next to Cassante and Nasus, maybe. It's very difficult. Trundle. Oh, brother. Trundle. At this point, I'm actually getting tired because I'm talking so much. And my eyes are bleeding from this. Trundle. Does Trundle deserve to be in boiled water? Chat. I need to ask this. Chat. Does Trundle deserve to be in boiled water? He has a pillar that is mechanically difficult. But everything else about him is just, I steal your stats and become you in stats. I fucking bite turrets and eat half of their fucking health in 1Q. I put shit on the floor and I run fast. That's his kit. He can bite turrets. I think he deserves to be in boiled water. Like he's slightly out of boiled water. He's like here. He's like here, right? I feel like this tier list is fucked. Anyways, moving on. Tryndamere. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. Rich. I'm sorry. Your champion is fucking easy, bro. Boiled water. Tryndamere is literally spin, auto attack, you're dead. Right? Press R, go burr, right? Is he mechanically more harder than some of these? Yeah, by far. I would argue he's harder than all of these, actually. But he's still a boil water champion. Sorry, dude. It's just the champions you play. Alright. Anticipate's pretty difficult, actually. I put him in the high. I put him like next to Sivir. Next to Syndra. He's not really meta. I see people pick him up for some reason. Switch, same thing. He's pretty difficult if you actually know how to abuse him. He's actually pretty complex. I put him next to Milio. Odair. I hate to be that guy. I love Odair. I love watching Trickster G. The champion is a fucking dishwasher champion, bro. I'm sorry. He's not hard at all. If anything, he's probably one of the easier ones. He's harder than Tom. Harder than these. Out of respect, I'll put him at the bottom of dishwasher. Actually, I'll put him at the top of scrambled egg. There's that Phoenix style. The new Phoenix. Urgots. Yeah, Urgots can just... Urgots is pastry. He's probably like next to Ornn. He's not really hard. He just shoots. Varus is pretty difficult. I'll put him at the top of... Put him here next to Syndra, maybe. For now. Vayne... Vayne is hard, but he's not as hard as people say. Like, Vayne mechanics, I mean, there exists, but... I would put him at the bottom. I would put him at the top of Pastry Chef, maybe. Put him on top of Pastry Chef next to the thingy. Like, this is like as hard as where... Vayne is like the example of as hard as where an ADC can get before they hit Sous Chef. You know? Veigar, pretty hard as well. Terrible matchups. Let's just move Veigar. Actually, Veigar next to Nasus. Yeah, I put next to Nasus. Actually, it's a good place. They're next to each other. Vel'Koz is... Vel'Koz is pretty fucking easy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Vel'Koz is just throw abilities out and hope for the best. He goes in the... I'm sorry, but he goes in the dishwasher, bro. Like, that champion is just... So Vel'Koz is just fucking, like... Vel'Koz is just too stupid, man. I'm sorry, but Vel'Koz is actually just... Vel'Koz is actually just one of those champions where he's just really dumb. He's actually just really dumb. He's really... he's just... I mean, just fucking, you know, fucking... I mean, just play Hwei, but easy. Vex as well. Vex, we'll just move Vex up a bit. Vex, I'm sorry, but Vex is going up here. You go right next to Vel'Koz. Actually, you probably go... He's actually one of the... She's actually the easiest mage. I actually think she's close to BOILWATER. I would put her... Actually, she's easier than Leona as well. Yep. Vi, as easy as Vi is, I ought to respect for Vi. Not because I think she's hot, but... She does go in the scramble egg. She's like a dare level, yeah. She's more difficult than these champions. Actually, she's easier than there. Annie probably needs to go down a bit. I needs to go down there. Actually, what the fuck? Annie needs to go down here, bro. Annie needs to go in the dishwasher. All right, Viego basically is every champion in the game, and that alone puts him in low. No, yeah, Orianna. Yeah, I put below Orianna. Victor, same thing. Vladimir. If you want me to touch on Victor, Victor is pretty much very mechanical. He's very easy to, like, he's very strong if you know how to play him and get ahead with him, and you can actually just consistently pick him. He doesn't have really terrible matchups. He does get outclassed by a lot of characters that do the same job as him. And Viego, because, you know, Viego's just every champion in the game. He just default, like he is very face roll, but he is also very difficult. Volibear. People might think Volibear is actually BOILWATER or whatever, but he's actually pretty Pastry Chef. But he's just... I'll put him at like somewhere here. Like right here, next to Quinn. Quinn probably is harder than these. Quinn's probably harder than these, actually. There you go. We got Warwick. Warwick, I'm sorry, bro. I love Warwick. I really genuinely like Warwick a lot. I think Warwick is a great champion. Concept and rework. Man belongs in the dishwasher as well. Actually, Warwick probably belongs in the scrambled egg. Next to... let's put him here. Yeah. Actually, no. He's a dishwasher. Sorry. Yeah, he's a dishwasher. He's newbie friendly. Let's see. Wukong is scrambled egg. This man knows how to scramble egg. He's probably the like, he's too easy. Yeah. Saya, your average difficult ADC, probably at the bottom of this tier list, but more sous chef. Oh brother. Oh, Xerath. No, I'm not sure where to actually put Xerath. I do think Xerath is like BOILWATER. He's like tiltingly BOILWATER, but he's actually difficult to play. But he's also able to poke you out, which is like super frustrating. Like, he can be here, he can be here, he can be there, he can be here, he can be down here. I personally would put Xerath somewhere like here. He's not too easy, but as a support, he's very easy. But because you can actually play him in mid lane, and he's actually respectable. Xin Zhao, I know exactly where to put Xin Zhao. I know exactly. I don't even know. think about it. Sinjao, you're going straight up next to Warwick. Actually, nah, yeah, he's almost boiled water. Warwick is almost boiled water as well, to be honest. Yasuo, head chef. I'm sorry, I know Yasuo means Yon. We'll talk about Yon after. Yasuo is a head chef champion. He's actually very difficult. He's actually probably more difficult than half of these characters here. Yasuo is here. Yeah, Trinamere is boiled water, bro. Trinamere is 100% boiled water. All it is just auto attacks, man. All it is auto attacks. Like, he has like half the skill of what it is required to play Yasuo. You press R. You have a forgiving ultimate that stops you from dying. You're split push Andy. Like, of course he's in boil water. That being said, let's talk about Yon. Yon is next. Yon is actually not a boil water champion, but he's fucking close. He's like, if he was just slightly easier, like, again, if you're simple, if you're forgiving, it's not boil water. He's forgiving. He's not boil water. And dishwashers are forgiving. You know? They're forgiving. That's what dishwashers are. They're forgiving people. You know? They're the kind of character like Cho'Gath or Mundo. You fuck up, you just start healing. Mordekaiser, you just start healing. Where's Set? Even Set, but he's a boil water. You know? Alright. Yorick is pretty hard actually, but he's also pretty one. There's only like really one way. There's only really one way to play him. I'll put him in the scramble leg. Like he's like somewhere here. I think he's pretty difficult actually. Actually, I'll put him above. I'll put him no. Actually, I take that back. I'll put him up here. He's probably like he's as hard as Shaco and Syndra. Yeah, I'll put him up here. Yeah. He's actually pretty difficult. York is actually pretty difficult. Yumi. The champion you can play with your feet. Where do we put that champion? Put that champion in the dishwasher at least, right? Like, he's not boil water. Is Yumi boil water? The thing is with Yumi, like, Yumi is more difficult than Trinamere, right? I'll tell you that. Yumi is more difficult than Trinamere. 100% more difficult than Trinamere. Because you have to know how to jump off, and lots of people just don't know how to fucking play Yumi. So the more bad people that play Yumi, the more bad that people think Yumi is. And how easy she is. But that doesn't make her a boil water champion. She actually has a lot of mechanics within her kit. And I hate new Yumi. I prefer the old Yumi where she's busted. And she's even more boil water. But now she's actually less boil water. So yeah. Zac, we like Zac. I don't play him personally. I think he's a cool character. I like his personality. He is just middle of the pack champion, he's easier than these champions here. He's probably like somewhere here next to Quinn. Alright, there we go. Zed is probably the high. I put him high sous chef. He's not head. Actually, no, he is head chef. He is head chef. He is as hard as we, I would say. Actually, I would say he's here. Yep. Zeri. Let's move Zeri up a bit. Zeri is at the bottom of sous chef. Probably harder than these. Harder than Jin, harder than Kiana. Hard like Aurelia? Probably Aurelia, yeah. Probably Aurelia in difficulty. Let's see here. Alright. We're almost done with the tier list, boys. 1 hour long. Alright, next character. Ziggs. I mean, fuck. Ziggs is one of those champions you just throw out shit and you just win, right? Dishwasher for sure. Ziggs looks like he just came out the fucking dishwasher. Look at this motherfucker. He's way too happy. Zillion is actually pretty complex. I'll put him at the oh boy. I'll put him above. I'll put him next to like Ornn, pretty much. Zoe is pretty straightforward, but she's also kind of difficult. I would put her. She's less difficult than Syndra, I think, or as difficult. Maybe like next to TF. Last but not least, Zyra. Okay, so Zyra. Let's look here. We have Zyra. She's she's boil water, bro. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, you don't. Let me explain why Zyra's boil water and probably the last boil water champion. Yes, she has skill shots. She doesn't need to land her skill shots. What's the point in having skill shots if you don't need to land skill shots? Like, come on. Like, she's actually more boil water than half of these champions. She is like here. She's next to Brand. She's next to Brand, bro. Trundle's not boil water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Trundle. Like he is kind of boil water. The guy that just runs you down. Yeah, but the thing is, like I said when I was talking about Trundle, right? He has a pillar. You know, it's the same thing with Teemo. It's like they're not hard, but they don't deserve the boil water title where it's just literally just run at you and fucking, you know, like Teemo still needs to know how to space. Trundle still needs to know how to use his pillar. You know, like, yeah, okay, you can argue like, okay, he bites, but if you take away all the strength of Trundle, right, you nerf all of his shit, you take away his numbers, right? You just nerf his shit by like 10%. He's just strong. He's just overpowered. He's not boil water. Overpowered and boil water aren't the same thing. Boil water is like how hard are they to play, how complex they are. Press a button. Fucking press a button. R. Sprint to win. You know? Graves. Auto attack. Malzar. Press E. You know? Zyra doesn't even need to land her shit. She should be right next to this dude. And Brand too. Actually, here is where he should be. Jarvan, EQ combo. EQR, EQR, EQR. Jump in, EQ, WE stun R, WWR. You know? Press R, press R, press R, press R, press stun, press stun, press stun. Like this dude is retardedly easy. Trinamere, auto attack. You don't even need to press anything. Just press R. You get low, you press R. Yeah, for me, it's like, yeah. Just ends and eat towers? I mean, yeah, that's true. But you take that away from him, you know, it's not about their win rate and how strong they are in current meta, right? Like, obviously, current meta does matter, but yeah. And, yeah, that's the boil water. That's the boil water tier list. That's the boil water tier list. I'll zoom out a bit so you guys can get a big picture of it. There we go. Just go down a bit. Actually, let's do it like this. There you go. You guys can see it. There's the full list. It's the boil water tier list, officially by me, R3ar3ntry. You can find me on R3ar3ntry with threes, I guess, on Twitch.tv, or on my YouTube channel, which you're probably watching me on right now. I would love to make more tier lists. If you guys are interested in that kind of shit, I can definitely do a few more tier lists. Maybe like Smash or Pass tier lists. You know, obviously there are a lot of tier lists out on the internet, but I know people like watching them. Yeah, this is my personal tier list on how difficult champions are. I would say Garen is definitely like in difficulty, easy, and then like, you know, more difficult. I don't know, like Trinamere, you could probably slide him. I don't know. I think it's pretty consistent. She doesn't need to land shit. He just has too much damage. He just doesn't need to land a hook as well. He just doesn't need to understand the mechanics of the game. She just is in lane. He just fucking punches people. He just combos. He just combos. He just presses R. She just combos. Combos, stun, point and click stun. I mean, there's not much more to say than that. Then you have like simple champions like a Mumu. Pretty easy. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna share this. Share on Twitter. I'll share this on Twitter. But yeah, that's it for me. I might get back into Discord and talk to you guys. If you like this kind of video, please leave a like, thumbs up, etc. This is a long ass video. I'm gonna download it and upload it to YouTube. I'm probably gonna edit it maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have any editors right now, so you know, yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace.